Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UConn Huskies, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Wisconsin Badgers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Badgers will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Connecticut's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. UConn quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, I ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. And now they face third down.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple of shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The throw. Got his man. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Creates a little space. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The give to the lone running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's second and 12. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football and climbing the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Really good looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York Giants, and he was so good at being patient and setting up blocks. This guy shows that patience as well. He really helps out the running game because he's not in a rush. He just takes his time and carves his way through the defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. That'll be first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Wells. Makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Akbar. Breaks into the open. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. And the Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The hand to the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. UConn, 0. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback may change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Badgers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets complete.
Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the inside give. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Meredith. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UConn offense goes back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Snap from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll field it close to the 50. He gets a block. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Badgers can really attack on this second and short. Here's the handoff. Inside the 25. Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Pittsburgh. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. UConn will have to punt it away. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll work. On the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got the first down and more. At the 35, he's loose. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wisconsin!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Coming out with it, it's Meredith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UConn going back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is...
There he goes. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Badger! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time.
He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
UConn will have to punt it away. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here comes the punt team. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ooh, good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Badgers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He wants to change this route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback moving. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Let's go, let's go.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete on fourth down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update.
UConn has it teed up to start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The give to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Past the first down marker and still running. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to...
Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. UConn will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Still on his feet. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
Snap to the back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
4th down coming up.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive.
Here we go.
Back has it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
On the play. Result of the play is a turnover on down. Base 27 jump.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Dumps it off in the flats. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball. Anymore, you got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. UConn will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there.
Turning it on! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
And the Badgers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back, he does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This should be the last play of the quarter. A quick pass to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Gives it on the option. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Can't connect on his first throw.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
They'll go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. This UConn offense really has it going. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15.
Goals of offenses, to get their athletic, fast guys in space and make you tackle them. That's what they do, getting the jet sweep on the perimeter. Nice job getting them to the ground, not giving up a big gain. Most importantly, stopping them just short of the 1st down mark.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wide receiver comes in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They want that clock to run. He breaks a tackle. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Badgers will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The UConn offense goes back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Finds his tight end. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
To the ground. He's got it again. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll leave it with him. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Now facing a third and long. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened, though.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
56, UConn, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around.